Hello, Gari Talks. I'm Gary with an I. I am on my way to dinner. I had such a beautiful moment of moving through some stuff just now, and I was recording a voice note for myself. It was like, oh, let me just, record a video real quick. So I've been feeling a lot of things about my relationship, and more so about myself, and my battles with my experience with insecurity and doubt. I'm a very strong doubter. My partner said my superpower, one of them, is to induce doubt. I am really good at doing that. My existential crisis or / awakening in college was really wild because I really just doubted my existence, like in such a crazy way that I was in psychosis for a little bit. It's funny how spiritual awakening can often, mirror those things or be that. And I think as a result of that, I pick up the habit, in college especially, I picked up the habit of rumination and thinking, just analyzing and overanalyzing and reanalyzing and try-analyzing and doing it over and over and thinking of all the possibilities of thought that could exist. And it's like a great experiment. It's a great way to think, and it's fun. And also, when it comes time to move, sometimes it's very, very paralyzing because of all the thoughts that could have been. There's a lot of things that could be. And in this direct regard, I was going to make a video today about my experience with polyamory, alive, and I ended up having a very busy day because I woke up later, gave myself some sleep because I have not been sleeping a lot, so it was nice to sleep in. And I had a thought of I'm gonna see my partner Nate tomorrow, so I thought maybe he and I could do a segment together. There's this thing I want to start called Saturbaes, which is when we get together to talk about love. And we've tried to talk about it so many times, and I think this is actually the perfect time to talk about it. So I'm gonna release that tomorrow. We're gonna record it tomorrow and hopefully release it tomorrow too. I usually don't edit these. I just go through with it. I just have to ask some people before I post it, obviously. But the moments of healing I had was feeling like, why do I feel so stuck with this move towards embracing polyamory fully? And I was realizing, obviously I have my own insecurities and doubt about oh, is this person gonna leave me? What does that mean if he leaves me? What does it mean to be left? And I was like, if someone finds somebody that's for them, that's beautiful. It's obviously because of the coming out of monogamy that makes you feel like, what? And we feel like you're only supposed to love one person. So it's challenging sometimes, even because when you start thinking about it from a how much do you love me perspective, then you're kind of you're in a fuck cluster because that's not how it works. It's not about love in a quantified and how much someone loves you. It's my friend Charlie said, I wanted to be like Eartha Kitt, where I love myself and I'm in love with myself, and you share in the experience of being in love with myself, and also I share in your experience of loving yourself, and together we can love each other. It's very beautiful. But that's their perspective of it. And it's nice to think of just there are different ways to relate to people and to share love than the classical ways. And also it's also so powerful and crazy to think about how much when you want something, especially when you want it really, 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 really bad, or really urgently or really deeply, you also stand directly in the way of it. Wanting polyamory and non-monogamy and being insecure is really fucked up. It fucks me up. And realizing it doesn't have to be like that. It really doesn't. And I was having this really wonderful moment of affirming myself, because I've been trying to figure out what affirmations, what do I need, what beliefs am I trying to have, what thoughts am I trying to have about this, because every time I think about it, I go to some bad negative place, because that's the past. But I want to stop doing that. So how do I want to feel about it? Becoming aware of that, which is pretty cool. And after 7, not yet, but it will be. Just feeling more patient with myself, giving myself some more grace. Just, it's okay to feel a way about things. And it's important to sit with those feelings. Because as you sit with the resistance, because that's what it is. You sit with the, this hurts. I feel small. I feel terrible. Why do I feel like this? I don't want to feel like this. Where can I go? Anywhere but here. All these things. When you actually decide to stop and lean into it, or just breathe into it and let yourself do all the things. I'd be like, and then I finally like settle into it. And I'm like, all right. Okay, what? Yes. What do you need? Okay. What do you feel? What lack are you feeling? What dissonance are you feeling? What is happening that is like creating such a... So for me, what was like, it's just like, I feel like if someone leaves me, it means I'm not good enough. And I was like, all right, bet. He left. Now what? What does that mean? What does that mean about you? And I was like, honestly, I'm just gonna be like, that's fair. Like, that means that we weren't for each other. Because if you're leaving me, I'm bomb. I know what I'm about. You're leaving your bomb. It's not like you're losing out, but if you found something bomb that fits your bomb, then do that. And it's like the want to not accept things, I guess, as they are, and trying to make them like as though it's gonna prove something. If you can keep someone with you that isn't for you, you're not proving yourself anything good. It's not extra credit. You're not like, you don't get extra credit for doing the extra work. It's just extra work. Instead of being with somebody who's for you and letting them show you if they're for you and if they fucks with you and they're with you. Instead of being so anxious about whether or not they see you, whether or not y'all are gonna be. And realizing like, I have this feeling that people will not love me on their own, like freely associated in a romantic relationship. That's a belief that I have really like, oh shit, I do feel that way sometimes, of being like, you know what I'm saying? Like if we had a choice to relate to each other freely and this not in monogamy and exclusivity, I feel like I would not be the one that is chosen. Or I feel like my partner would stop choosing me and choose someone else, which still comes back to this like worthiness thing. Because also, what does it mean for my partner to choose me? Like, why does it matter to me so much? Because it's an external like acceptance and validation. Like, oh, I want you. So that means that I'm wanted. I'm wanted because someone else wants me. When really the question at hand is like, do I want me? How do I want me? And I was just driving. As I was driving, I was looking at my eyes up here, just peeking, and I was like, wow, hey, I haven't seen you in a little bit. So it's really beautiful to turn the journey inward, because so much of it has been focused on the insecurities outwardly. Like, I'm scared of this person leaving me. I'm scared of this. I'm scared of how I'm being perceived. But all of these things for me right now, because I'm in a state of egoic crisis, is like, it's all projections, heavy projections, which has been just it's been really, really powerful to be able to go through them and grapple with them, and really like, I feel so much lighter. But I'm gonna go because I'm running a little late for dinner and I'm starving. Excuse me. See everyone tomorrow for that live, or just a video from Nate and I talking about, and if Nate doesn't want to participate, me talking about my experience with polyamory, because the way you tell your story is so powerful, and I'm learning to retell mine. And yeah, my story is not one of pity, of, like, I don't want people to feel like, after hearing it. I want people to feel like, and honestly, I don't care. I want to be like, yeah, that's my fucking story. So yeah, have a wonderful night. Happy Friday.